Hello everybody, and I am so happy and excited that you found your way to this particular video because Tom and I have been receiving many emails about this particular subject, which has to do with the parent and child power struggle. Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody watching ever has a power struggle out there.
Oh no, very few parents would ever experience a power struggle between them and their children.
Exactly, and if you're just tuning in for the first time, Thomas actually created a philosophy for raising children or rearing children, and it's called Creating Champions for Life, and we've put together the instruction manual for children that actually works, which is our book that we're just releasing here for you right away. So I actually asked Tom if he would do out of the kindness of his heart, a live event, a live webinar event that would tackle the subject of the parent-child power struggle, and he agreed to do it. So I'm really excited to actually have him here, have the opportunity to ask him a couple questions right now, and just really happy to invite you to this free event. So Tom, can you just share just the overview, because I know that you could talk about this particular subject for a long time, hours probably, but just skim over the basic things that they're actually going to learn and receive when they do attend the webinar.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this, Bonnie, because this is such a hot topic that every parent has struggles. Now, most children, 99.99% of them, really choose to please their parents or looking for praise for their parents, and when you get that resistance, they're really going to learn that it stems typically from three things: of doubt, fear, or some kind of anxiety of whatever the scenario is.
Right.
And so this 1 hour webinar is going to go really in depth for them to see what key things that are being said or key tells for their children, that when the resistance begins, they can easily identify them and switch it, so the resistance goes back down. We're going to go back into the pleasing and appreciation mode between the relationship between the parent and the child.
Wow, well that's interesting, because I was at the grocery store the other day and I actually saw the two toddlers in the cart and the mom texting, and I'm not even sure what the toddler started crying about, but the mom really did not know how to handle the situation, and so she started yelling, shut up, stop it, you're embarrassing me, and do you want a timeout? Just seems to be people's default. So by coming to this webinar, they're going to learn how to overcome that kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, and awesome.
I'd like to add the key word. She didn't know what to do yet.
Right, yet.
Because it's okay not to know.
Right.
Anything you learn first, you really don't know.
Exactly.
But when you give yourself that permission for the key word of yet, she'll be open to actually receive the information, and when she does, she'll learn the simple techniques of what will be in this webinar.
Yes. And
she'll be able to shift that right away, so it doesn't become a, gosh, I really don't want to go to the grocery store. If I did, I certainly don't want to bring my kids, to, oh my gosh, we get to go to the grocery store with my kids. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. What else are they going to learn?
The second thing they're going to be learning here, Bonnie, is communication techniques that really allow them to understand each other. Now, what I mean by that is they see things a certain way.
Right. And
we see things a certain way. Now, the adult typically has more life experience, so they can kind of see it as they were a child and as they are an adult, where the child really doesn't have that insight of seeing anything as an adult.
Right.
They only see it as a child. So 9 times out of 10, and we'll go more in depth in this, that the adult expects the child to see the situation like the adult, but they can't yet. And they get frustrated on, why can't you see what I'm saying?
Wow. And I can relate to that.
Yes, and that's really key. And just coming for the 1 hour webinar for that,
oh my gosh. I would come just for that. I would come just for that, Tom.
And the third thing that they're going to be learning here is a proactive questioning techniques that allow them to make things work correctly, or better yet, provide and make an environment that is really good for positive energy.
Wow.
you know?
Yeah.
It's amazing when you take things that are in an environment like, say, moist and dark. That's where mold can grow.
Yeah,
But
right.
if you change the environment to bright and with a lot of circulation of air, mold cannot grow.
Right. It's impossible.
It's right, exactly.
It's awesome.
So when you can create the environment of good, positive environment and things,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden all this negative resistance really doesn't have a chance to survive.
Yeah.
And so as people, after they've attended this seminar workshop, they're actually going to go, oh my gosh, I used to do, I didn't know any better,
Right.
and this is so much fun now that I know. And those are always a very common response that we always receive when we talk to the parents after attending.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to reiterate what Tom will be teaching in the upcoming webinar, he's going to be talking about how children, when they resist you, it's usually coming from a place of fear, doubt, and anxiety, and definitely not coming on purpose to make you angry as a parent. He's going to be sharing some communication lessons, some translation, parent-child translation, so you can understand your child and your child can understand you. And he's also going to be talking about being proactive and asking some, pre-questions before doing an event like grocery shopping or going to the park or something like that, so you can create an environment for success for you and your family. I just can tell you that before this information, I know what my family was like, having 4 children under the age of 13, and I know what it's like now. And there's so much more peace and authentic happiness and joy that come from hanging around with my children and my children being with me that you've just got to attend. You'll be so thankful that you did. So be sure to put in your first name and your email address in the form below, and be sure to pick a time that's right for you to join us on this 1-hour live event. I will also encourage you to join us. Click like on our Facebook fan page so you can be updated and know about these event webinars that are actually taking place all of the time. And also, go to the website below and join us on our YouTube channel, where we will have videos, 5 to 10 minute videos, sharing tips on a regular basis, so you can just enjoy your family that much more. Thank you so much. We'll see you real soon.